See, in BS process, students, because I did a lot of animation on this slide, you are not able to see the screen on slide preview, slideshow. Here in this case, as you all can see, there is a first cylinder. Can you all see the first cylinder here, which is called as a digester? Inside the digester, I am taking the ore. And the ore contains three important contents, which is alumina, silica, and iron oxide. The three important ingredients in the ore is alumina, silica, and iron oxide. I think the same thing I was talking last time also. And I'm going to make use of a suitable solution, which is sodium hydroxide here. What is that main ore we are going to use? Sodium hydroxide. Can you all hear me? Can you all hear me, please? All right. So can you all see the screen as well? Everybody is able to see the screen? Yes, so you're not able to see the slideshow, but at least you're able to see the screen which is coming up here, where I'm taking the ore. See, try to understand from this slide, please. If my voice is echoing, I am not having any option to rectify that. Okay, so now this is, please try to pay attention on the screen and let us try to understand this. Thank you, Shivani. So I just want you all to see the things which I tell you to do that. The first step in BS process, which I am going to do is, I am going to use a suitable solution like sodium hydroxide, which I am going to put in the digester along with the ore for 2 to 8 hours at around 140 to 150 degrees Celsius under high pressure. The reason for adding all these ingredients is because I want to make my aluminium come outside of the ore. And I have three oxides here: aluminium oxide, silicon oxide, and iron oxide. Iron oxide is a metal oxide. Metal oxides are basic in nature, so it does not react with the base. And as you can see in the next thing, where I've shown it is being filtered out. When I filter the solution, iron oxide remains on the filter paper, and what goes inside the solution? Can you see what is going inside the solution? I have written as sodium aluminate, which is NaAlO2, and sodium silicate. And these two substances react because alumina is a metal oxide, but it's amphoteric oxide. Amphoteric oxides are those which can react with acid as well as with a base. And as you remember, I had given you this word nahalo do bar pani se to remember the reaction of aluminium oxide, that is your bauxite, Al2O3.2H2O. I want you to answer this question to me if you have revised the topic. Can you tell me what's the formula of bauxite? If in the exam, in the objective, if this is asked to you, write the formula of bauxite. What are you going to write? Very good, Vedant. It is Al2O3.NH2O. Very nice. And if I have to do the same reaction when I am doing Bayes process, if you observe the top first reaction, what have I used the formula as? When I am doing Bayes process, what is the formula I am using? Yes, it is Al2O3.2H2O. The reason is that when you are writing reaction, we cannot move ahead with the number n because we will not be able to balance the equation. So my first equation would be alumina, which is Al2O3.2H2O, reacts with the base, which is NaOH, gives me water soluble sodium aluminate. I'm repeating myself once again, water soluble sodium aluminate. Why do I use the word water soluble sodium aluminate? Why do I use the word water soluble sodium aluminate? Because everything is present inside water. There is water along with that, and in the equation you can see it is NaAlO2 plus H2O. That means it is present in water as well. All right. So after we've got the reaction, हमने तीन impurity में से we have got rid of one impurity easily. हमने एक impurity को निकाल दिया. कौन सा impurity निकल गया है बताओ मुझे. Which impurity have we gotten rid of? Come on, tell me, what is the impurity we have got rid of? Fe2O3. Very good, Vedant. Fe2O3. We've got rid of this iron oxide, which is ferric oxide. Still, there are two things present here. One is sodium aluminate and the other one is sodium silicate. Now, I am not interested in sodium silicate, isn't it? Am I interested in sodium silicate? No, I am not interested in sodium silicate. I am interested in sodium aluminate because there is where my aluminium is present. So what do we do in the next step? In the next step, again, I am going to add more water and reduce the temperature to 50 degrees Celsius. Initially, temperature kitna tha? What is the temperature initially? What was the temperature, my dear students, initially? Very good. It was 140 to 150 degrees Celsius. Now I have got the temperature, reduced it by 250 degrees Celsius, and this I am doing by adding water. So when I add water to this, can you see the down wala beaker here, the right hand side? Can you see? Can you see sodium aluminate? In that I am adding more water. The water is represented as H.OH. H.OH is nothing but H2O. H.OH is nothing but H2O. So when I am adding sodium aluminate to water, there is a precipitate being formed. The precipitate is of aluminium hydroxide. The precipitate is of aluminium hydroxide. You might be thinking, कि ma'am precipitate कैसे बना? How do I get the precipitate here? And how will I come to know the precipitate is of aluminium oxide? Is this question coming to your mind? Are you thinking of that? Are you thinking of that? Why? Yes. So what you're thinking is correct, my dear students, because sodium aluminate is also there and sodium silicate is also there. Then why do I get the precipitate of aluminium hydroxide? The reason is, have you ever seen how the preparation of curd is done? Do you know how your mom makes curd at home? Have you ever tried how to make curd? No, never. Do you know from where what curd is made? क्या तुमको ये पता है? किससे बनता है कर्ड? बताओ मुझे. मिल्क. वेरी गुड. ऐसा है क्या मिल्क को ओवरनाइट रखेंगे तो दूसरे दिन कर्ड बन जाएगा? ऑटोमेटिक सम मैजिक विल हैपन और व्हाट? नो ना. व्हाट आर यू गोइंग टू ऐड इन दैट? What are you going to add? Correct. We are going to add small quantity of curd in that. Then only the entire milk gets converted into curd, isn't it? This is the process, right? We might have heard about it or we might have tried on our own. So here also, the precipitate which I want, I'm going to add small quantity of that precipitate to make sure that entire aluminium oxide aa jaye. Did you get it? How are we doing? This process is not mentioned in the textbook, but this is definitely done to get the precipitate of aluminium hydroxide. So in the second step, my dear students, in the solution of sodium aluminate and sodium silicate, we are adding water, reducing the temperature to 50 degrees Celsius, because of which I get a precipitate. What do you mean by a precipitate? What do you mean by a precipitate? Precipitate is solid insoluble substance. Very good, Vedant. It is a solid insoluble substance which settles down. Very good, Mayank. Yes, Nidin, you are also correct. So it's a precipitate being formed. So abhi jo precipitate hai, mera aluminium precipitate ki form mein aa gaya. It's in the form of the precipitate. So whatever else is formed in the reaction, am I interested in that? Do I take concern in all of that? No, because I wanted aluminium that has come out in the form of aluminium hydroxide. So the next step, as you can see, the center wala beaker, in which I have again filtered the solution, and on the filter paper I get a white colored substance which is nothing but aluminium hydroxide. So that accounts for my second equation, which is sodium aluminate plus water. See, these equations are in continuous manner. These equations are in continuous manner because it's a continuous process. In the first process we got sodium aluminate and water. फिर वो sodium aluminate में हमने और water add किया, and we got the precipitate of aluminium hydroxide, which is white in color. And along with that, sodium hydroxide is also formed. But are we interested in the sodium hydroxide? Let that sodium hydroxide go into the solution. We don't require it. What I require is aluminium hydroxide. Now that precipitate which has come on the filter paper, I am going to do 4 steps. I'm going to first filter, wash, dry and ignite. Filter, wash, dry and ignite. What are the 4 steps I am telling? First I am filtering it, right? What are we going to do first? We are going to first filter it, then we are going to wash it, then we are going to dry it, and then we are going to ignite it. What is the meaning of ignite? Ignite means heating at a very high temperature. Heating at a very high temperature, that is at around 1000 degrees Celsius. When I am heating the substance at 1000 degrees Celsius, as you can see, there's a tripod stand, there's a burner, and inside that aluminium hydroxide is there. When I'm heating at 1000 degrees Celsius, whatever water is there, it's getting evaporated. So that accounts for the third equation of aluminium hydroxide being filtered, washed, dried, and calcined. Calcined also means heating at a high temperature, and I get the product as Al2O3 plus 3H2O. Still, my dear students, we have not completed with the extraction of aluminium. Aluminium के ore में इतना सारा impurities था. We were trying to get rid of these impurities. क्या क्या impurities था? पहले तो उसका ore था, which was alumina, that is Al2O3.2H2O. उसमें iron oxide था, उसमें silica था. We had to get rid of all those impurities, which is my gang, and then finally in the first step, that is concentration of the ore, what are we getting in the end? That is alumina, Al2O3. Have we completed the extraction of aluminium? Have we completed the extraction of aluminium? No, because we still have to remove oxygen. हमको सिर्फ एल्यूमिनियम मिलेगा ना तो एक्सट्रैक्शन ऑफ एलिमेंट कंप्लीट हुआ, तो मेटलर्जी कंप्लीट होगा. बट हमको एल्यूमिनियम मिला है कि अब तक नहीं. ये प्रोसेस के एंड में, एट द एंड ऑफ बेयर्स प्रोसेस, व्हाट हैव आई गॉट? I've got alumina, which is Al2O3. That means still oxygen is associated with it. Aluminium next step में मिलेगा हमको. So next step क्या होगा? You think and tell me. I am in Bayes process. I am telling you, I have got Al2O3. अभी I have to remove oxygen. What is removal of oxygen called as? What is removal of oxygen called as? Come on, tell me. What is removal of oxygen called as? Reduction. Very good. So next step will be reduction of alumina. Reduction मतलब हम oxygen को निकाल देंगे and we'll finally get the aluminium. Isn't it? Did you understand the process? Most important question now. Okay. So certain no, certain yes. So to just make sure that everybody understands, किसी को थोड़ा समझा, किसी को नहीं समझा, और जिसको chemistry ही नहीं समझ रहा है, उनके लिए भी I will repeat the process once again, but this time I want you people to try to say it with me, because the words which I am saying, my dear students, is from the textbook only. And if you are used to the textual language, when you write the answer, it becomes very simple. There is no need to by heart the process. The importance is to understand the process. So please concentrate once again to what I am saying and try to understand the process. So the first step of concentration of ore is called as, what is the first step? Which is the process we are learning here? What's the process? Tell me, what's the name of the process? क्या पढ़ रहे हैं हम लोग? क्या process है ये? Bayes process. और you know मेरे क्लास में कितने बच्चे हैं आज? I think 470. Very good. 470 students में 7 students भी मेरे को reply नहीं करते. तो बाकी के 400 बच्चे क्या करते हैं? सो रहे हो ना? आराम से लेक्चर में लॉग इन कर दिया है, अभी हम सो जाते हैं, मम्मी को तो बोला हम क्लास अटेंड कर रहे हैं. Isn't it? Don't do that. Don't try to fool yourself. If you are not wanting to sit for the lecture, you can please log off, so that at least I can concentrate only on those students who are really keen on understanding the topic, who are really active in the class, who reciprocate to my questions. सिर्फ अपनी eyes open रखने से कुछ नहीं होगा. You are understanding the topic only and only if you are asking me questions. I can understand chemistry कोई इतना भी interesting तुमको, I am trying to make it interesting online, but please request to try to focus on the topic. All right? Chinmay, if you try to concentrate, I think it will help you. So apart from all this gyan, I think let's come back to chemistry now. And are you having your textbooks with you? Tell me that. Are you having a textbook? Thank you so much. So if you're having the textbook, let us try to understand that from that only. And you can see the process side by side. Okay, no problem. Textbook nahi bhi hai to koi issue nahi. Tum log slide pe dekh sakte ho. Let me see if this works now. Okay. So I have this steel container, which is called as the digester. Inside the digester, I have taken the ore. Okay, the PPT still doesn't want to listen to me at all. Inside the digester, I have taken the ore. What are the three things inside the ore? Alumina, silica and iron oxide. What are we adding to that? What is the leaching substance I'm going to add? Very good. It's a hot and concentrated caustic soda. Hot and concentrated caustic soda, which is nothing but sodium hydroxide. Very nice. This sodium hydroxide, for how long am I going to add? For how long is the process going to happen? For 2 to 8 hours. Very nice. At what temperature? At what temperature? 140 to 150 degrees Celsius. Very good. Under high pressure. So when we are trying to leach out the substance, which is the one thing that does not react, because being basic in nature, which is the one thing that does not react? कौन react नहीं करने वाला यहाँ पे? Very good, iron oxide. So it is removed by filtration. The iron oxide in the gang does not dissolve in the aqueous sodium hydroxide, so it is separated by filtration. However, two other things, that is alumina and silica, they both react. तो वो react करने के बाद क्या बनता है? What are they forming after they react? What are they forming? Very nice. Sodium aluminate and sodium silicate. Very good. Sodium aluminate and sodium silicate. So sodium aluminate and sodium silicate, initially the temperature was 140 to 150 degrees Celsius. So we'll reduce the temperature and bring it down to what? 50 degrees. Very nice. How do we do that? By adding? What do we add more? Yes, we're diluting it by putting water. Very good. So when you do that, what is the precipitation happening here? What is the precipitation happening? Precipitate किसका बनेगा इसमें? Which precipitate is formed? The precipitate of aluminium hydroxide. Very good. White colored precipitate of aluminium hydroxide is formed. Precipitate बन गया. इसका मतलब you can easily filter it again. So in the second step, I am again going to filter the solution. Now what will remain on the filter paper? Now what will remain on the filter paper? जब हम लोग second time filtration करते हैं, what remains on the filter paper? Second time. First time में Fe2, second time में क्या हो रहेगा? Aluminium hydroxide, because उसका precipitate बना है ना, वो solid substance है. So now the precipitate of aluminium hydroxide is formed. So whatever goes inside the solution, are we interested? अभी beaker में कुछ भी जाने दो, digester में कुछ भी जाने दो, हमको interest है क्या? नहीं. So we are not learning what is going inside the solution. We are only learning about aluminium hydroxide. So this aluminium hydroxide is now filtered, washed, dried and ignited. Ignited is also called as calcine, means heating at 1000 degrees Celsius. When I do that, I get alumina and water gets evaporated. So what are you going to write in your notebook? Usually I make my students to draw this flow chart also to make them understand about the topic. But today the flow chart did not go as I wanted it to. So I want everyone to give the heading as Bayer's process and write the 3 equations which are coming on the top, please. Yes, I will try to record this lecture once again. And that time I'll make sure that it goes in the form of a slideshow so that when you're listening to the recording, it becomes easier for you to understand. The first, everybody can see the PowerPoint here, not the slideshow, but slide तो दिख रहा है ना? ये slide में सबसे top 3 reactions left में दिया है, isn't it? So write that. Last time I made you write only 1 reaction. This time it's all the 3. But if you've written all the 3, I don't mind, we can move ahead. Are you all done writing? Thank you, ma'am. Name, Jitendra, the name of the process is Bayer's process. Why don't you use your textbook when you're listening to the teacher? Yes, I'll wait. See, echo ka problem, I feel everybody is not getting. So few students who are getting, I think you'll have to check from your end. Yeah, I've written it's 3H2O, no? Okay. One student had helped me with this. In the first equation, no, first equation जो है Al2O3.2H2O plus 2NaOH, there it will be 3H2O. First reaction में product में 3H2O होगा. Please make that correction. Dhruvi, are you just fiddling with your camera or you are writing also? See, you know that already so many students are sitting for the class. So when you try to fiddle with your camera, it really disturbs the lecture and causes internet problem. Okay. The correction here was you just have to write 3H2O. Are you all done writing? Kevin, you should check that online. Yeah, sure, are continuously asking me this question, but I don't know what is the answer. Which deleted questions you want? Are you all done writing? So I'm moving ahead now. I'll just move ahead. This was the first step of extraction of the ore. That was Bayes process. What's the second step? What is the second step? The second step is Hall's process. So let's see what's happening in Hall's process. Okay, so Hall's process also don't want to be in the slideshow, I think. So in Hall's process, as you can see, yes, Khushi, can you sit? Are you sitting only? Khushi, can you hear me? The extraction of the ore has been done by two process. One was Bayes process और second है Hall's process. ये दोनों process में difference क्या है? In the first process, that is Bayes process, we used the solution of sodium hydroxide for carrying out the leaching step. But this time to carry out the leaching step, we are using the solution of sodium carbonate. Yes, VK Purva. We are using the solution of aqueous sodium carbonate. Can you see that? So in the Hall's process, the ore is powdered and then leached by heating with aqueous sodium carbonate in the digester to form water soluble sodium aluminate. Bayes process और Hall's process में एक ही difference है. Bayes process में leaching करने के लिए solution used is sodium hydroxide. And in Hall's process, the solution used for leaching is sodium carbonate. So what will be the difference in product? नहा लो 2 बार पानी से तो हमको मिलेगा ही sodium aluminate and water I am going to get. But in the Hall's process, because it is carbonate, and as I have told you, if there is carbonate in the reactant, product may always carbon dioxide gas will be liberated. So if you observe the reaction in Hall's process, it is same as Bayes process only, but इतना ही difference है कि product में carbon dioxide भी form हो रहा है. Can you see the first equation here? Can you see the cursor of my mouse? Al2O3 dot 2H2O plus Na2CO3 giving us 2 NaAlO2 plus CO2 gas which gets evaporated plus 2H2O. ये था first step. So in the next step, the impurities. Okay, next step. So after in Hall's process, when we are carrying out the leaching using sodium carbonate, the next step we are again removing the insoluble impurities which are filtered out, and the filtrate is warmed and neutralized by passing more carbon dioxide gas. First step में carbon dioxide gas evaporate हो गया. So second step में I'm going to add more carbon dioxide. In the solution of sodium aluminate and water, we are going to put more carbon dioxide. So what will happen? Here also aluminium hydroxide will get precipitated out. As you can see a downward arrow being showed here. Plus sodium carbonate which is added in the reactant is getting into the product. And the third step if you observe is the same. The third step is same for both the processes, that is Bayes process and Hall's process. And what's the third step? It's the same one. The precipitate is filtered, washed, dried and calcined at 1000 degrees Celsius to make the water get evaporated and we'll get alumina. So either of the two process can be used by any of the industry manufacturing processes, that is Hall's process or Bayer's process. और दोनों process में difference क्या है? Who is going to tell me this? What is the difference in both the processes? It's all right, Khushi, no problem. I want the difference. Main solution leaching वाला कौन सा different है? Very good, Vedant. In Bayer's process, we are using sodium hydroxide, and in Hall's process, we are using sodium carbonate. No, Jitendra, temperature is not the case here. Main leaching solution is different. Yes, Akriti, you're correct. Sodium carbonate is used in Hall's process. No, water will be there, but along with that, carbon dioxide is given out. Both are same. That doesn't matter. It depends upon what is available to the manufacturing process and what is easily available to it. Amnish, can you hear me? Or you're on? You're not even kept the audio on. हाँ जितेंद्र, you're correct. Temperature में तो difference है ही है, but main चीज जो different है वो है solution. So give the heading as Hall's process and write these three reactions quickly. We'll come to the reduction step. Reduction is the next step. Our product, see, if we are using the reacting solution only different, the product is definitely going to be different. No? Products are different in the two steps, but the final product which I am getting, that is my alumina, which is Al2O3. That is the same. That's not possible, Chinmay. I have again come back to the original slide, Jitendra. Can you see? Are you all writing the reactions? See the reduced portion. No, I have taken into consideration about the reduced portion also. Sorry. Did you write, everyone? Shall we go to the next process? That is reduction of alumina. See now from both the process, तुम लोग को या तो एग्जाम में Bayer's process भी पूछ सकते हैं या Hall's process भी पूछ सकते हैं. You have to remember all the three equations from Bayer's process. You have to remember all the three equations from Hall's process. Next lecture, I will pretty make sure that I will ask you questions. So let's come to the second step in extraction of aluminium. First step was concentration of the ore, which was done by two methods, Bayer's process and Hall's process. The second step is reduction of alumina. What's the formula of alumina? What's the formula of alumina? Very good. It is Al2O3. Now that Al2O3 which I got from Bayer's process or either from Hall's process, उसका chemical formula क्या है? In what state did I get that? Alumina is Al2O3. In what state did I get from Bayer's process or Hall's process? कौन से state में था? Solid state. Very good. क्योंकि हमने उसको heat किया ना 1000 degree Celsius पे. So in that solid state, can I carry out electrolysis of a solid substance? What's the meaning of electrolysis? Electro means electricity. Lysis means separation. So separation which is carried out with the help of electricity is called as electrolysis. So if I'm going to carry out electrolysis of alumina, that alumina should be in the molten form, that is in the liquid state. But from Bayer's process and Hall's process, the alumina which we get is in solid state. So now I will have to melt the alumina. But you know what? The melting point of alumina is more than 2000 degrees Celsius. And this high temperature, any industry, it will be very difficult to maintain this temperature. So what do? Is I add two substances to this alumina to reduce the melting point. And the two substances which we are adding here is cryolite and fluorspar. Can you see cryolite and fluorspar at the base? Cryolite ka formula is Na3Al(F6) and fluorspar is CaF2. These two substances we are going to add and reduce the melting point of alumina to 1000 degrees Celsius. और ये temperature हम लोग industry में maintain कर सकते हैं. You can say they are acting as a catalyst to reduce the temperature. No, 2000 डिग्री पे हीट करके वही टेम्परेचर को मेंटेन करना बहुत डिफिकल्ट है. Yes, that they are cryolite and fluorspar are acting as a catalyst only to reduce the temperature of alumina. So they are not going to react in the reaction. They are only helping us to melt the alumina. Alumina melt hoga. So can you see the process here? Again, the steel tank. Can you see the outside portion? It's a steel tank again, which is called as a digester. Inside, if you see, there's a black lining. That black lining is made up of graphite. That black lining is made up of graphite. Why do I use graphite here? Do you know what is graphite? Graphite is an allotrope of carbon. Graphite is an allotrope of carbon. Because it's a good conductor of electricity, I have lined the digester with graphite and I'm introducing more graphite rods from the top. Can you see? 4 rods are being introduced and they all are connected to the power supply. Then one which is connected to the positive terminal becomes the anode and the one which is connected to the negative terminal becomes the cathode. So the carbon cathode is lined in the digester and more anode rods are suspended from the top. In this way we are completing the circuit. And now when I switch on the electric current, the molten alumina will split up into its ions. कौन सा ions बनेगा alumina में से? Al3 plus and O2 minus. Do you agree to this? When I take alumina inside the steel tank, when I switch on the electric current, I get these two ions which are Al3 plus and O2 minus. Isn't it, my dear students? तो अब तुम सोच के मुझे बताओ alumina Al3 plus, it will go on cathode or anode? बहुत visible है screen पे, but think and tell me, where will aluminium go, on cathode or on anode? Mixed answers I'm getting यार. क्यों? Aluminium का charge क्या है? Positive. Cathode का charge क्या है? Negative. So aluminium will go on cathode, right? That cathode कहाँ पे था? At the bottom of the steel tank, isn't it? So at the bottom of the steel tank, aluminium goes. Can you see aluminium being settled at the bottom? Red color का मैंने aluminium ions बनाया, नीचे दिख रहा है तुमको? So the aluminium is settling at the bottom. Where will oxygen go? Come on, tell me. Oxygen किसके पास जाएगा अभी? O2 minus किसके पास जाएगा? Very nice, Sakshi. It goes to the anode. और ये बात बताऊं, ये anode किससे बनाया था हमने? Yes, अमन. किससे anode बनाया हमने घाटकोपर? अमन बताओ मुझे. Graphite. Very good. Graphite is an allotrope of carbon. मतलब वो carbon है. तो carbon और oxygen combine करके क्या बनाएगा? Carbon dioxide. Very nice. So because continuous process चालू होगा ना, so it will continuously make carbon dioxide gas which gets evaporated. And because of which the size of the anode becomes smaller and smaller and it has to be replaced from time to time. So this is one give reason asked in the exam, why there is a need to replace the carbon anodes in electrolytic reduction of alumina. The reason is the anode are made up of carbon, oxygen comes on the anode, carbon combines with oxygen, forms carbon dioxide gas which gets evaporated, because of which the size of the anode becomes smaller and it has to be Okay. Yes, I was on muted. Now can you hear me? Now did you understand the process? So finally, at the end of the process, we have got the aluminium. As you can see, a pipe being placed at the bottom of the digester where I can get the aluminium easily and oxygen comes out. Is the process clear? No, it doesn't take so much time. It's just that explanation has taken a lot of time now. I hope that everybody has understood the process, and especially this electrolytic reduction of alumina is very interesting. You know, it's very nice to listen to it, and the diagram also is very much explanatory. This diagram can be asked in the exam. This diagram can be asked in the exam. Once again, I will repeat the process quickly so that everybody understands it well. So in this method, electrolysis of alumina is to be done into a steel tank, which is again called as a digester. And the melting point of alumina is more than 2000 degrees Celsius. So to reduce the temperature, I'm going to add two substances. Which are the two substances? Come on, quickly tell me. It's cryolite and fluorspar. It is cryolite and fluorspar. Repeat after me. It's cryolite and fluorspar. What's the formula of cryolite? What's the formula of cryolite? It's a very favorite objective of examiners. What's the formula of cryolite? Na3AlF6. Na3AlF6. And fluorspar is CaF2. CaF2. Again, what's fluorspar? It's CaF2. When I add these two substances, the temperature is reduced to 1000 degrees Celsius. And in the steel tank, what is the steel tank lined with? What is the steel tank lined with? Graphite. The steel tank is lined with graphite, which is an allotrope of carbon. And more carbon rods are introduced from the top. Both are connected to the power supply. What's the charge on cathode? Come on fast. What's the charge on cathode? Charge on cathode. Very good. It is negative. Cathode is negative. Anode is positive. Cathode is negative. Anode is positive. Once again, cathode is negative. Anode is positive. So when you switch on the electric current, aluminium will get separated into their ions, which is Al3 plus and O2 minus. Al3 plus किसके पास जाएगा? What will Al3 plus go to? Cathode. Very nice. O2 minus will go to? O2 minus will go to anode. Very nice. अभी मुझे बताओ, why there is a need to replace the anode rods? Why do I have to replace the anode rods? Because anode is made up of carbon. Carbon combines with oxygen. Very good, Yash. So it is forming carbon dioxide gas, which gets evaporated, because of which the size gets reduced and they have to be replaced. And the aluminium, which is heavier than the solution, settles at the bottom, and from the bottom I can easily collect the molten aluminium. In this way I've got my aluminium, right? But अभी इसमें चीज समझना क्या है कि इलेक्ट्रोलिसिस में तो आयन्स बना था ना, Al3 plus ions बना था. So cathode reaction would be aluminium ions that you can see on the top. Al3 plus accepts 3 electrons and gets converted into aluminium atom. Did you all understand this cathode reaction? कैथोड रिएक्शन समझ में आया सबको? और अगर नहीं समझा है तो I'll give you a hint. You all know ना, aluminium metal का valency is 3. So for aluminium, it donates 3 electrons and becomes converted into aluminium ions, which is Al3 plus. बराबर? तो जब ये 3 plus फिर से इलेक्ट्रॉन एक्सेप्ट करेगा तो aluminium metal बन जाएगा. So it's the reverse of what we learned. And if you still forget कि मैम इतना भी मुझे याद नहीं रहने वाला है, तो इतना तो याद रहेगा कि हमारे सॉल्यूशन में Al3 plus and O2 minus is formed. So Al3 plus 3 electron gives me Al. Is it clear? Did you all write the cathode reaction? Please see the diagram also. See, अगर objective type paper है तो कोई diagram का necessary नहीं होगा, but namings can definitely be asked. So you have to be very well prepared with that. Have you all written the cathode reaction so that I can quickly move to the anode reaction now? Everybody has got the cathode reaction, no? Okay, so I know I have consumed a lot of your time, but please cooperate with me. I want to finish this. Only one more slide I'll teach and then we are done for today. And thank you for cooperating. That is highly appreciated. Okay. So for understanding the oxygen, it is just like we do for the chlorine. तुमको chlorine का anode reaction याद है जो मैंने सिखाया था? when we were doing extraction of highly reactive metals. It goes in the same way. So we'll go stepwise now. First तुम लोग को cloud देखो जिसमें मैंने लिखा है oxygen accepts 2 electrons and gets converted into O2 minus. Please see, because the slideshow is not working, no, at least you can see, you can just see what I am telling you to see, okay? पहले cloud में देखो, oxygen accepts 2 electrons and gets converted into oxygen ions, which are O2 minus. So the same thing I'll just rearrange. Oxygen अगर accept करेगा तो O2 minus will remove the 2 electrons and get converted into oxygen atom. But as we all know, oxygen is a gas. Gases are always diatomic. So single O gets converted into O2. Agar single oxygen requires 2 electrons, so 2 oxygen will require how many electrons? Single oxygen requires 2 electrons, so 2 oxygen will require how many electrons? Come on, who is answering this? Nobody. Very good, Sakshi. It's 4. So और balance करने के लिए हमने O2 minus के सामने भी 2 डाला है. And the same equation I've rearranged. The pattern it is given in the textbook. 2O2 minus gives me O2 plus 4 electrons. Yes, Mayank and Shivani, everybody has answered this, but I told the name of whose answer I got first. But I know that you students are always cooperative in the class. Is this reaction clear? You don't have to write all this. Only the last equation is the anode reaction. So I simply want you all to write only the last reaction of anode. अभी तुम्हारा क्वेश्चन अगर ये है कि ऑक्सीजन ने इलेक्ट्रॉन कहां से एक्सेप्ट किया, तो कैथोड में देखो एल्यूमिनियम डोनेट कर रहा है तो ऑक्सीजन एक्सेप्ट कर रहा है. इट्स अ गिव एंड टेक ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन, नो मूवमेंट ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, isn't it? Is it clear? See, Bayes process, no, it is extremely important. Please, my dear students, today only if you get time, read it from the textbook. If you have listened to me carefully and if you read it once from the textbook, only once, it's a request from my side. If you read it once, this topic will be crystal clear to you and you will never forget any questions related to this. Yeah, the number of electrons doesn't matter. No, it's a continuous process. So it is giving and taking.